Welcome to V.M.O Radio, where we talk that talk and, of course, have dope conversations with the four horsemen James, GT, Trey, and Don Grizzle. So come on in and join the conversation. Let's go.
You know that.
Yeah, double time.
Oh my goodness. All right. All right, the next topic. All right. So I got this. I like this one. If a woman is a single mother, does that disqualify her from dating?
It shouldn't, because there's a lot of single mothers that's trying to get back into the game because we don't know what happened. The husband could have, or the baby daddy could have got put in jail, or he might have walked away from the relationship because she was toxic.
Mm.
Because I did that with my son's mother. She was toxic, and I walked away because my health and my well being was better. I'm like, we can co-parent, but I chose not to be with her because now, because of her, I'm on blood pressure medication. She had my
Lord
blood
have
pressure
mercy.
sky high. And I'm like,
Hey.
I can't live like that. I can't be with somebody that want to argue constantly. It's always got to be their way or no way. So, I chose to walk away. So that made me a single father. But yet I was out searching for something new after, I had time to myself to really get to know myself and know what I want. Then I got back into the dating game again. But I had a whole year of being single, and then that's when I met my ex-wife while I was in that year of being single. So ain't nothing wrong with dating a woman that maybe have one or two or two and a half kids, maybe.
2.5 kids with one of them in a wheelchair. It's about 2.5. What the hell? 2.5 kids. Wait. Two and what? Half mean one on the way.
No, I'm just saying I've dated women with babies, like
Oh, so
new
that's the
babies.
half. That's the half. Okay, I
Yeah, that's the
half.
Okay.
half. So that's where you gotta play it safe. You like, is this what I really want? Because now I got a new baby in my life, and I gotta change Pampers again, and I ain't gonna get no sleep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ask James, he got seven of them, so he know.
You right. I'm nice to them diapers, boy. I swallowed them up, man.
He a young man. He can handle it. He a young man.
You're old as hell
I
though.
got.
Sometimes.
I feel.
Yeah.
All right, who next? I want to hear y'all's opinion on that.
About a single woman dating.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, yeah, it's okay. I mean, she. I mean, yeah. If she feel like she a single mother, so it's up to her to like be ready for this next man that she's trying to date. And but I think she need to make sure that she over that dude, that baby daddy that she with. You know what I'm saying? Before she date, and I think that before she date, she got to make sure that her baby's father ain't still got some type of feelings for her to where he might go crazy if he see her with another man. If that makes any sense.
Right.
I mean,
Y'all
that's just the
know
way I see it.
y'all know what I forgot to touch back on because I said this a while back in a different podcast. Y'all remember that time I told you I dated that chick that had five kids and they were all in line, like from age all the way down to
Oh,
like one.
yeah.
So that's why I'm like, when it comes to this topic, this is like a sensitive topic because she could be a bad chick. She could be a 10 out of 10. Nice
Mm-hmm.
body, nice looks, but I mean, everything could be perfect. But five kids, and the oldest is like what, nine, and the youngest is one. That's where you like, okay, so how many baby daddies you got? Are they all by the same person? And is he
Yeah.
crazy? Is he gonna shoot me if he see me with you? Like, that's the kind of stuff you got to deal with. So, them the kind of
Mm-hmm.
questions that most people don't think to ask before they go out on a date because back then that was in 2007, and I was
Yeah.
I was still in my 20s back then. So I'm like, I didn't care. She was bad. I just wanted to go out, and I had fellas on the side like, don't do it. They was like, don't do it. Like the day I met her, they was like, don't do it. She got five kids. And I was like, man, stop playing. Till I saw all five of them come out with her at the gym. And I'm like, is this what I want? Because I got a son. And at that time, my son was two. So I'm like, okay, so now we about to have six kids. Do I really want this?
Damn.
But the bad part about that was she wanted me to pay her babysitter to watch her kids for me to take her out.
Damn, I just went through that.
And I'm
That
like,
was the
I
girl
feel
I
like,
was with four
hold
kids.
up. Like, why should I pay your babysitter? Them your kids. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
pay your babysitter, you gonna pay my light bill? Because I'm gonna take you out to this nice restaurant. You gonna pay this light bill? They don't think about that when you flip it on them because they want you to, oh, you want to take me out, so you're gonna have to pay my babysitter. Okay, if I pay your babysitter, you're gonna pay my light bill because now I'm spending more money than I anticipated because I didn't put that in my budget. Because right now, at the time I was a single parent, so I'm like, I got bills. I'm not gonna pay your babysitter. That's your responsibility. I didn't tell you to have 5 kids.
Right,
I just wanted to go out and have a nice time with you. It ain't like I'm saying, okay, I want to marry you. No, I'm like, I'm trying to get to know you, trying to see where this is gonna
right,
go. That's your responsibility to pay your babysitter if you want to go hang out. Just because I asked you out, you could have said, well, no, I ain't got no babysitter. I'm like, all right, cool. We could have kept it moving.
All right, I
yeah,
got a question for you. Was that on the first date or like after a couple days?
That was the first date.
Mm-mm.
I pulled up on her and she was like, and then she said the babysitter was her mom, so I needed to pay her mother. I'm like, I got to pay your mama to watch her grandkids. Like, where they do that at?
Yeah, that don't sound right.
And that was on an off pay week.
Mm-mm.
So I'm like, now I'm trying to make it to the pay week. So like, you really digging in my pocket now. So now I got to pay your mother to babysit her grandkids for a couple of hours.
But
And then I got to buy you something to eat on top of that and take you out somewhere. Like, nah.
let me ask you this though, just because inquisitive minds want to know. Inquisitive minds want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Event, if you would have paid, right? You paid the grandmother to watch the grandkids, things of that nature. I'm asking you for inquisitive minds. Do you think you had any shot of GTD? I know y'all
Sure.
Martin. Tell him what
Yeah,
GTD stand for.
I could say getting the draws.
Okay then.
Yeah, what you?
Okay then. Do you
So knowing how that night went down, that was back when R. Kelly's song "I'm a Flirt" was very popular when that song just came out.
okay then?
And I didn't take heed to the lyrics of that song because they said, "Don't take no chick to the club when you just met her." She
Mm.
wanted to go to the club, so we went to the club. And when we was at the club, she was dancing and all up in other dudes' face, getting them to buy her drinks while I'm sitting there looking like, okay, what the hell just happened?
you were young, dumb, full of gum,
Man,
and then pay for babysitter still and get you none.
but I need clarification before because I thought once you said you wasn't paying the grandmother, y'all wasn't going out on a date. So did she wind up paying her own way and going on the date?
No, the young, foolish me was looking at her. That pretty smile got me.
Oh man.
But
Stop.
she pulled that smile on me like Pauline did Sammy on Sinners, where she turned back and looked. And I was like, okay, how much y'all need to pay? I'm like, let me pull my wallet out. How much she need? Is $40 good? But
Okay.
she got me. She
Okay.
she hit me with that smile. Never trust a big button to smile. BB Dillon already told us.
There you
Well,
go.
Mm-hmm.
You accountable.
So
okay.
now if I could
But,
go back
but,
and tell
but,
my 29-year-old self, like, nigga, don't do it. Don't do it.
Then what's name said? Then what's name told you that girl is pause?
And her name was Amber. I do remember that.
Yeah.
now why you gotta go ahead and put Amber name out there?
I don't remember her. There's plenty of Ambers out there, but she
It's
know who she is. If she watching this podcast, Amber, you know you can go kick rocks. You
She
and your
probably got
5
eight kids.
kids,
She probably got 8 kids now.
I,
probably.
I
Probably
come
do.
out to be on fire, and I hope they direct all the mail to GT for that statement. You know you could have taken care of them kids. You know them kids didn't do nothing to you. No, it's a
Man,
package. So why you think you're gonna be able to milk the shutters if you ain't gonna get the chutters with the children?
Hey, hey,
You know what I'm talking
DT,
about?
I'm telling you, man, you were young, man. You should have kept her, man. You could have ate all her kids next. At least my Fritos.
Man, I would have been putting all of them on my taxes, and I would have been claiming all 5 of them.
I know that's right. You can only claim 2, but that's cool. I
I would
understand.
have been claiming all 5. I would have found a way.
That's it. That's it. Got to make a way.
I ain't. What you think, James?
Oh, okay, okay. I'm gonna say this question again because y'all, we kind of went around the circle a little bit. So, if a woman is a single mother, does that disqualify her from dating? I'm gonna say it doesn't disqualify her as long as she is accountable for what actually happened to be a single mother. If that makes sense. Like, I need for her to make sure, like, if I ask her a question, hey, what caused you to be a single mother? What did you contribute to that? If she can't answer that, then that's a red flag. I'm not gonna mess with her. Being a single father myself, when I was a single father, I was looking for a single mother. And I had to make sure that she was actually a mother and not just having kids. You need to make sure that she was a nurturer.
Yep,
You need to make sure that she had enough room to love my kids also.
that's understandable.
Yeah, because I met a lot of women that it was just like, nah. Like, oh, he been in that diaper all day? Yeah, but he fine. The hell, he ain't fine. He smell like shit. You know what I'm saying? Is problems right here. You
That's crazy. Where you that boy grill? Now James smell like shit. God, body. He just, he just, he just. I can just imagine James sitting there. You smell that? Oh, that's your son. He smell like shit.
Yo, that's crazy.
tell you.
You do nothing about your baby. Somebody go get baby.
She got to make sure her priorities straight because you can't be taking her out the hall shop house and she ain't got no diapers for her baby. So
That's true, and that happened a lot. Taking them out. Oh, well, I got to stop by here. I got to pick up some diapers. Got to get some wipes. Okay, you ain't already got that,
and then want you to pay for it.
right? Right. And like you said, hey, I ain't that old. You know what I'm saying? I was still young and dumb too, in a sense. I was like, all right, I'll buy it, but I was like, wait a minute, where my money going? Yeah, you fine, but you got more kids than me. I got 3. At the time, I had 3 kids. She had 4. I was like, okay.
That's what we call the Brady Bunch.
Yeah. But
Oh
Man,
no,
yeah,
James.
Wayne's family.
I wish I
Right.
was in the Wayne's family.
Me and you both.
Oh man, how much money they got? But nah, I think just as long as she's accountable, you know what I'm saying? Hey, she can date many people that she wants. But the fact that if she's like, nah, I'm just out here just trying to get a check, trying to get somebody to pay my bills, take care of my kids. I ain't gonna take care of them. Nah, we ain't doing that.
Mm-mm.
Nah. But Don Grizzly, hey, did you answer the question?
Well, I mean, I think kind of semi did, I mean, to me, man, like you said, I don't, you know, somebody, already having kids, I don't think how is the kid going to disqualify from when, again, that's a part of them. And whatever way, however way that it came about, you know, I think, what I'm saying, I do anyway wise, as far as, any girl any woman that I'm, you know, interested in or having conversations or dates or whatever, and they have kids, I'm going in it with the realization that that's a part of them. And especially in the beginning, it's going to be sensitive because if they've been single and off on their own for a while, you know, hopefully she does, like James said, has some accountability and she's knowing what she's looking for and having somebody being around her child. And that's kind of one of my rules from the get-go, you know what I mean? Until it's really, something. I don't, no disrespect to your child, but I don't want to meet your child until, we know we got something solid. Because at the end of the day, in my opinion, if the roles were reversed, I just wouldn't want anybody, getting to see or getting any kind of interaction with my child, especially if they were young, or might be a little bit different if they were older to understand. But the reason why I say that is because I think it's very impressionable, one, how they're gonna view relationships if their mother is, seeing multiple people that's not sticking around. And it also could develop, you know, um, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, kind of inconsistency with the way they view relationships. Like from the standpoint of seeing their mother go through so many women, then they might grow up and then go through so many women because they might be chasing the same thing their mom might be chasing. So, like you said, accountability is very key, but definitely not disqualified. And like you said, I think it really constitutes, you know, is she really in that situation to some degree from her own accord? But we all have a role in what we play in whatever relationship. So the accountability part for her, I would want to know is from, the past relationship, and like even Trey alluded to, is that baby daddy still in your life? Well, and then as a man, you got to know too, he's gonna always, whether he is or ain't physically, financially, whatever, but they have a bond that's gonna be different than the bond we have if we don't have no kids together. And as a man, I think you got to really be comfortable in your skin to be able to accept that. You know what I'm saying? But then also the other layer of, if she is allowing you to be around her child and want you to be in her child's life, what kind of constraints or what kind of, parameters is she setting that says, okay, you can't discipline a child. If my child does something, you got to bring it to me, and then I discipline it. Well, then that might be circumventing your power and your authority as a man in the household. So it's a lot of things to discuss, and it's probably not no easy or one conversation that you're gonna have on that topic. But where I start before, like I said, and getting to talking about the kid or introduced to the kid or whatever, I need to get to know who you are and where you at mentally, spiritually, financially, all of that. You know what I mean? I need to know that. So
Yeah.
now I have a better understanding. Yeah, if I am going to want to stick around and be around for the long haul, and it's something that actually could work. So that's my take.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm.
I got you. I got you. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Make a lot of sense, man.
Wake
Man,
your
I
brother,
he's about
wake
to
your
drench
brother
out
up, man. Don't
the
go to sleep on us. We
I'm
ain't
up,
done
man.
talking.
He just telling, listen.
I'm listening.
Yeah, he
I'm
just,
up, man.
I'm
yeah.
listening. Y'all fellas get down.
Okay.
I
What's
appreciate
going on?
being here, being able to see it live and in color.
Oh yeah, well, welcome to VMO.
What's up to you fellas?
That's what's up, man. Hey, man, that's what's up.
Yes, sir.
What's